So Alex, we've known each other for quite some time. It's been what, over 8 years?
Just about, yeah.
Man, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the things I like about our conversations is that you and I are always like thinking of ways that we can improve on a personal level, whether it's like our relationships, our health, or business.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. And I think, at least for me, I value that. I like surrounding myself with people that I can bounce ideas off of, and people that will be honest with me and tell me, no, you're crazy, dude. Or yeah, go for it. I believe in it too, and I got your back.
Agreed, 100%.
And one of the things that you and I talked about was when we got into the industry, we lone wolfed it. Like we were excited, ready to take over the world, and then it was just us by ourselves. And then the industry slapped us in the face. Yep. And it was like, whoa, it's really hard industry. And I think what sometimes our viewers don't know is that the process of buying a home is not like just like 1, 2, 3 done, right? And depending on the complexity of the scenario of the client, it could be 5 steps, it could be 20 steps, it could be 100 steps. Mm-hmm. Which then brought us to the topic of teams and why we decided to build a team, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the other thing we were talking about is like, if we were to paint the picture, like if you were to picture your favorite steakhouse, there's like you sit down, you get your steak, but there's a lot of hands at work, right? Like what are some of the people that are involved?
You got the receptionist, you got the greeter, you got the waiter, you got the cook, you got the manager. Absolutely.
You've got a lot of people.
One person cannot do the whole thing.
One person cannot do the whole thing. And then the best part is, then you get your steak, and because they've got like this process, this proven process, this predictable process, you get the outcome. And then I get my steak medium well with the glass of wine that I wanted, and then my experience is A+.
Right? Absolutely.
It's A+.
Imagine if you go in and the same person that greets you in, cooks your food, charges you, brings you your plate.
Oh, man. The quality of work is probably going to go down, right? Because it's like, oh, I got somebody else at the door.
Yeah.
My steak's going to get overcooked, and then the presentation's not going to be as nice. So that's a good point.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about and share with our viewers some of the reasons we believe that having a team and working with the team when it comes to a mortgage and when it comes to the real estate side is beneficial for a clientele. So, and I'll start with the number one reason that I decided to move forward with building a team, which is responsiveness. I think as you do a good job and you prove yourself to people, then naturally more people will gravitate towards you, right? Because you're showing them that you're quality, that you're there, you know your stuff, you follow through on your promises. The challenge that comes with that is that as demand grows, then now we don't want our steak overcooked. Right. So now we need to add team members and processes to the benefit of the client, right? So the number one reason for me was responsiveness. I want to be able to give people quick and accurate answers. This way, when they're out there looking for homes, making offers, there's no surprises. You like surprises?
Depends.
It does depend.
Depends. But I agree with you 100% because when I'm being provided a service, I like people to be quick, right? And if they're not, I'm like, well, maybe I'll start looking elsewhere.
Right, absolutely. So I hate surprises, by the way. My wife knows this.
Yeah.
But so the last thing I want to do is give somebody a surprise that they don't want, right? And by having a team, multiple team members, it gives you the ability to be responsive and deliver on your services faster to the benefit of the client. So that's one of the reasons I like having a team.
Responsiveness.
Responsiveness.
You guys are great at it, by the way, man. You guys
we do our best, knock on wood, right?
Yeah, you guys are doing something right. But I think responsiveness is huge, and that kind of ties in with service, kind of like we touched on a little bit earlier on the example of a restaurant. It's great service. If your demand is getting higher and it's just one solo guy or gal, then service tends to go down if you're trying to wear all the hats and do all the things yourself. So I think that's one of the biggest ones for me, service, providing great service to our clients, tied in with also responsiveness. I think that's a huge one for me personally.
Sure. And now that you say service, it brings to mind, I think maybe our viewers don't really know what that looks like. Because when I think about a restaurant, service means you greet me politely, you refill my wine glass, that's service to me. But on the real estate side, mortgage side, how does that transition? Like, how can people know if they're getting service versus not getting service?
Yeah, I think that really ties in with responsiveness. If they call me and I'm with a client, but I have somebody that's taking care of the phone calls while I'm with somebody else, they can get a quick response. I think that ties it. They kind of go in hand, service
Sure.
and responsiveness.
Sure, absolutely.
And efficiency is another one, right? So
Yeah.
you're efficient. You got somebody taking care of the process, the phone calls, the schedule, the emails, and all that. The behind the scenes that our clients don't see, right? They just feel it, like, man, this guy's on top of his stuff, or like, I never hear from him. What happened? He just told me my offer is accepted, and all of a sudden, I don't hear it till either a surprise comes up that's not a good one, or my keys are in my hand. Other than that,
I think sometimes people think that, and I've said this multiple times, and then I laugh about it, because I think sometimes people picture us like kicking back with our feet up and just like making it rain, and it's like, it's not like that at all. There's a lot of work, a lot of steps, a lot of verification and re-verification that goes into it. And it's almost like we're like ducks, right? Smooth sailing on top, but underneath we're like swimming super fast trying to get things done.
Yeah.
So that's great. The other one that comes to mind for me is balance. You know, I love what we do. I really enjoy the client interaction and helping problem solve their situation, right? Because if we can solve their problem, they win. They get the house. But also, we got to have a life. And I think in order not to reach burnout and still be passionate and love what you do, you need to have some sort of balance. And I think having team members that allow you to create a predictable process for the benefit of the consumer also at the same time provides you balance, right? Now you can actually do the date night or go to your kids' baseball game or ballet dance or whatever it may be.
Right.
So I think balance for me is also a big thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, balance is huge. If you're just always, I mean, our clients are high priority, but we also got the family to attend to and stuff like that. Yeah, balance is definitely.
And it all connects. Like, do you remember like the time that you went somewhere and you could tell like that person was not happy in their job? The service is not good. Your outcome is not good, right?
Right.
And then you're like, why do you even have this job? Like, you're not making me feel like you want to work with me or welcome.
Yeah.
We've all had those experiences, right? Like, it kind of sucks, but maybe they reached a point of burnout and now it's affecting their performance. You know?
Yeah, I think those are all great points of starting a team, 100%. I mean, to begin with, to take care of our clients, first and foremost, make sure that they have a great experience, and next to that, balance with our personal lives, because we all want our personal side of things as well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I don't think Nadia would be around if I'm working 20 hours a day. That probably won't work very well.
Yeah, agreed.
But having said that, if you've got any questions in regards to mortgage financing, please shoot me a text, give us a call, we're at your service.
And any real estate needs, you can shoot me a text, give us a call as well, or shoot us an email, and we'll provide great service to you guys.